Hey guys, how's it going? Just a quick video for the ETH maxis out there that want to get involved in the Solana ecosystem and, flip some shitcoins. Just like the activity over there is starting to ramp up, but you don't know how to get over? Well, consider this video like a Solana babelfish.
Babelfish is small, yellow, leech-like, and probably the oddest thing in the universe. It feeds on brainwave energy, absorbing unconscious frequencies and excreting a matrix of conscious frequencies to the speech centers of the brain. The practical upshot of which is that if you stick one in your ear, you instantly understand anything said to you in any language.
All right, makes sense? All right, cool. Let's get amongst it. All right, so the first thing you're going to need is a wallet, obviously, and there are a few dedicated Solana wallets or wallets that came from the Solana ecosystem that you might want to check out. So the first one is Phantom. That came into popularity. It was probably the first popular one that came out, right? And there are two others I'm going to cover, but you want to head to phantom.app. I'll put links in the description for all of this stuff, so make sure that you don't click on anything dodgy. Yeah, it's just these are all Chrome extensions. They operate the same thing as MetaMask does, so it should be simple. Phantom.app, you can download it here. There's a whole bunch of menus up here. We can read it, all the the manual and whatever. How to use it. Solflare is another one. Solflare.com, and then you've also got Backpack. This was announced at Solana Breakpoint that they were also launching an exchange, and Backpack is also the team behind the Mad Lads NFTs. So if you own one of those, then you can get like trading fee discounts and stuff like that on their new exchange. But they have a wallet. It's backpack.app. Just click on the downloads, and there's the Chrome extension Brave. They also have mobile apps too, and all these wallets, they operate the same. All right, so install the extension. It'll ask you if you want to create a wallet, and then it'll give you the seed words. So it's not too far removed. It's just the user interface is different, and everything's just a lot faster. Cool. Okay, so now you got a wallet. You need to get your money over to the wallet. So let's talk bridges. All right, so this first bridge that you can use is called portalbridge.com. The guys from Wormhole are behind this one. Operates just like any other bridge. Here's your source. So you might want to go, oh, well, these are all the chains that Portal can get you to and from. Not every token is supported by every bridge though, and each bridge is going to have its own amount of liquidity. So you just want to check that out before you decide to use one. So you might want to go from Ethereum to Solana. You can go directly from Avalanche to Solana, from Base to Solana. Just go through the prompts. Target, you can set which wallet you want to send it to and all that stuff. Another bridge is called Mayan Finance, MAYAN. This one is powered by Wormhole too. But with this one, you can do a bridge and swap at the same time. This one is called dBridge. Again, similar thing. From chains, there's not as many chains here as, say, Wormhole, the Portal bridge, but still good. Different amounts of liquidity, right? So you want to check that out. Jupiter is jup.ag. So the AG stands for aggregator. So Jupiter is actually a swap aggregator, but they have this bridge comparator. So you can see which bridge that you should use to get to Solana to get you the best price. And depending on, liquidity and all those things, right? So if you want to send 100 USDC from Arbitrum to Solana, it's saying that if you use all bridge and you sent over 100, you would end up with a minimum received of $99.37. If you used dBridge, you would get $98.59 currently, right? things change all the time, amount of liquidity, fees, traffic, all that sort of stuff. So, and there's leaks that take you directly to the bridge itself. So have a play with this. Okay, so you've used the bridge, your money's in your Solana wallet now. What do you want to do? So trade, obviously. Let's start with the simple stuff first. Let's have a look at swaps, which ones, places that you can go. This is going to be a real quick section of the video because the only place that you really need to go is to Jupiter Aggregator. And the only reason I say that is because Jupiter doesn't have any liquidity pools of its own. It sources liquidity from all over Solana. It's going to get you the best price no matter what. So even if the liquidity is on Radium or Orca or like OpenBook, doesn't matter. Right, so just a simple case of doing it as if you would on, say, SushiSwap or Uniswap. Select the from token, the to token, and it'll tell you the routing that it's taking, and it updates in real time depending on the liquidity in the network. So right now it's going to go 91% through Linfinity and 9% through Orca, Radium, and then back to Orca USDC. So through staked Sol and then Ethereum, and then that'll get me my 23 bucks. Various different. Well, here's another one. Now it's going through Bonk. It's going through Blaze Sol, which is a staked Sol liquid stake token, through Bonk, then back to USDC to get me the best price. Up the top, you've got slippage settings and other settings. So, have a play with those. Down here, you've got just historical prices and things like that. So that's what you want. But maybe, swaps for spot stuff isn't your style. Maybe you want to go perps. So Jupiter has a perps section up here, and this was announced at Solana Breakpoint a couple of weeks ago. So all of this is very new and not as battle tested as the other two that I'm going to mention. So still check it out though, because this interface is very simple. You can up your leverage here on the slider, do whatever you like. Pretty standard stuff. The other one that I'll mention is Zeta. So Zeta Markets has a couple more markets that you can choose from because Jupiter doesn't have that many yet. So you can do Sol, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Aptos, and Arbitrum here. Zeta doesn't have a token as well. So if you trade on Zeta, you get points. Those points will contribute to your score. And then you could end up getting an airdrop in the future. So keep that in mind. The next one I'll highlight is Drift. Drift has more or different tokens to trade with. So you got Wrapped Ethereum, Wrapped Bitcoin, MSol, and Sol perps if you want to use those. You got Jito as well, which I'll cover in a second. So check that out. You can also trade spot, but again, if you're using Jupiter Aggregator, you're likely getting liquidity from here if it's the best. Right, so that's trading covered in a nutshell. What about investigations and figuring out what you want to trade if you want to get into some sort of degen stuff? Well, if you're an Ethereum maxi, you've probably heard of DEX tools or DEX screener. The one on Solana that's good is Birdeye, so birdeye.so. This just happens to be the bonk screen for it. So up the top, you've got trending coins, you've got newly listed ones, you've got the stats of the token and whether it is safe or not. Just going back to the main page, you've got trending tokens here, profitable traders. So if you want to copy, some whales and see how they go, this is your highest 24-hour volume. You got top gainers. If we switch it, so you got some sort of variant of Pepe, which has gone up 33x. How legit that is, I don't know, but and then you got this large trade section where you can see what other people are doing and give you some clues. All right, next. So in Ethereum, you've got this thing where you can stake. You can stake directly with a validator, or you can use liquid staking. Can you do that on Solana? Yes, you can. So let's check that out. So the biggest staking solution on Solana is called Marinade. And you got two versions. I'll just refresh that just to see what the APY is. So there's two versions of staking that Marinade offer. One is the native staking and the other one is the liquid staking. So native staking is where you stake directly with the validator. So there's no token that you get back. Whereas liquid staking is just like Lido or staked ETH in Ethereum land, you get a token back, right? Doing the one with the token will have smart contract risk. Doing the one directly with the validator does not. Okay, that's basically the only difference. The APYs aren't loading for some reason, so, but it's roughly about 7 or 8% at the moment. Using Marinade, they will allocate your Solana tokens to the best performing validators, so you don't have to think about it. So, I mean, you can choose your own validator if you want, but some validators go offline or they do dodgy things like, you know, not paying out and stuff like that. Marinade, the Marinade DAO governs all of that, and they do what's best for the community. So you don't really need to think about it. The Marinade guys take care of that. Other options is Jito. So you can have Jito Sol, but these guys have MEV enhanced yield. So if you stake with them, their validators capture any MEV rewards that they get, and that's passed on to the stakers. It's Jito.network. Another one is Solblaze. So they have another one. The APY for Solblaze is 10 because you get, at the moment, Blaze tokens, which are going up in value. So that's an extra 3%. So they're incentivizing people to come onto their network to, you know, stake with them, and you get a little bit of a top up. But again, there is smart contract risk with that. All right, cool. So now we've got staking taken care of. What about borrow lending? Does Solana have that? Absolutely. Let me show you. All right, so this is Solend. This is the first big one that came into existence on Solana. You've got many pools that you can choose from. This is the main pool. Has Solana, a couple of stable coins, staked Sol, that's Marinade Sol. This one's from Lido, but that one is getting discontinued because Lido is leaving. Then you got the Blaze, and there's the Jito one that I just spoke about. There's a whole bunch of pools though. Just be aware that some of these pools are permissionless, which means the community has created them, but they're all isolated, right? So these ones with Solend were created by the Solend team. These permissionless ones just have different tokens in them. Like this one is the Bonk pool, which is, you know, one of the meme coins on Solana. So you can deposit your Bonk and then borrow stables or Solana against it. So doing this is like a way of, like, if you wanted to leverage trade Bonk without using perpetuals, you could do it this way. So you would deposit your Bonk, you would borrow stables against it, and then use those stables to buy more Bonk and loop it through. Another one is MarginFi. These guys, you know, it's the same thing, obviously just different rates. The other thing that's happening with MarginFi at the moment is that they're having points. MarginFi don't have a token yet, but they will. Those points could contribute somehow to getting an airdrop of the token if that's what you wanted. You got lending and borrowing, and there's some isolated pools down here that you can get amongst. All right, so that's lending and borrowing done. What about NFTs? Plenty of stuff going on in NFT land in Solana. So how do we get amongst that? Right, so the first NFT marketplace that I want to talk about is Magic Eden. It took over as the de facto one towards the end of the bull market last round. Very slick interface. I like the way it looks. Lots of features. All the popular tokens. Oh, sorry, all the popular NFTs list on here. And then the other one that's come up lately is Tensor. So this is Tensor.trade. Again, same stuff. Like if you used to OpenSea or anything like that, it's going to have all the same gear that you have on Ethereum, the floor price and the volume and the market cap and everything. So that's about it. That's just the quick intro into the Solana ecosystem. Hope it was helpful. Again, I'll put links to everything down in the comments below so you can go check them out yourself. Have fun, stay safe, and catch you in the next one.